All Serena wanted was to fall in love. Growing up, she had kissed her fair share of frogs. When an unconventional situation leads her to Lawson, her wishes might become reality. Lawson is the new CEO of his family's hotel's casino chain. He's tired of aimless dating and women just wanting his money. When he meets Serena, he instantly feels like she's the one. Zarinah and Lawson start off well and things are moving in the right direction. The only issue is that their entire relationship started on a lie. When it's revealed, will Zarinah be able to get Lawson to forgive her? In this standalone full of blackmail, secrets, love, and tested trust, will the couple make it out together? Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to the show. I am your host, Erica the Bibliophile, here for episode 124 of the Bibliophile's Bookcase. And the title of our book today is Fell for the Wrong One by Tay Monet. Now, I would like to say this episode is also featuring my cocktail, so when you hear my ice hit the glass, mind your business. Let me take a little sip. Oh, amen, amen. And if you want to know, it ain't nothing special. Some little cheap margarita mix called Chi Chi's. I got the pineapple margarita and I mixed it first with the cran pineapple juice, which is delicious together. And when I ran out of that juice, now I have the cran apple and it's still good. So you got cran apple, pineapple with the little margarita mix. Anyway, on to the story. Now, what other book by Tay Monet have I done? I think I've done two other ones. But my favorite, let me say this. This book is number one. Drunken Love is number two. The other book I did was Imperfect Love. I like that book, but like those two that I just mentioned, those two are my favorite. But okay. So let's start with Zarinah. That's how I'm pronouncing it. It's spelled Zarinah. She is a hopeless romantic who is just looking to fall in love. She's done with all these frogs. She's ready to kiss her prince. Like she just wants to be in love. And then we also meet Lawson, who is the same way. They're like two hopeless romantics just on the search for love. Now, Zarinah has a identical twin sister by the name of Zara. And she's, what do you want to say? While Zarinah is like the homebody who's looking for love, and she's a massage. Is she a massage therapist or just a masseuse? I believe she's just a masseuse. Then you have her twin sister who is looking to attach herself to a baller, and just find the richest man that's willing to take care of her, so she doesn't have to lift the finger. So she comes to Zarinah and it's like basically I double booked myself and I have a date with this guy by the name of Lawson who she really doesn't know too much about. She's actually calling him lame, like, but she wants to keep him on the hook just in case. But she's off on to go on a trip, excuse me, with this guy named Kobe who she know he got money, so she's holding on to the for sure thing while keeping Lawson on the hook. And like I said, because they're identical twins, she blackmails her and says, you're going to do this for me, or otherwise I'm going to tell our parents the secret that I know. And Zarinah, as soon as Zara pulls that card, she's like, what? Like her stomach drops. And so Zara, like, I didn't like Zara just for that reason alone. I'm like, whatever the secret was, I'm like, as my sister, first of all, bitch, you my sister, but I feel like on another level, bitch, you my twin. My identical twin. Like, we supposed to be, locked in. Ain't no switching up. But it ain't like that with them. So she agrees to do this. And she tells her two best friends about it. Like, I'm going on this date for her because she's going to be out of town. And the friends ain't really feeling it. It's just like, why would you help her out? They don't too much care for Zara. They're like, girl, no, you shouldn't have did that. But she does it anyway. So come to find out, Lawson is a multimillionaire. Like, Zarinah don't know that yet, but when we get his point of view, he's working on opening a new hotel casino of his family like chain that they have going on, and he's just looking to find a woman that's not after his money. So he's like, I just want to meet somebody, settle down. I want to be in love. So, so when they go on the date, it's like a instant attraction. Like he knows what she looks like because she looks just like her sister. But when they have like actual conversation face to face, it's like you a totally different person over text. And it's like, yeah, because you're talking to one sister and not talking to the other. And so they find out that they want the same things. And, as the book progresses, it's just they're both falling in love. And he's introducing her to all these new things because, he has all this money. And even though she appreciates the gifts and things, and it's just like, oh my god, thank you so much, but I don't need all of this. And of course with certain people, it's like the more you don't want it, the more they want to like lavish you with gifts because they know that's not the only reason, or that's not the reason you're there, let me say it like that. So over time she don't found herself falling in love. Like they both talking about it, like, is it too soon to fall in love? And it's like, no, of course not. Like, I'm feeling you, you feeling me. This is great. Like, let's continue to see where this goes. Now, her sister, she pops in, gets updates, and it's just like, everything's going right, whatever. And Zarinah, like, she's feeling bad because the more she's falling for him, it's like he's calling her by her sister's name, though. And it's just like she's constantly reminded that he thinks that she's her sister. And she done met his family, and she met his sister, and his sister didn't play. She met When they met each other, she asked a question. She's like, what you doing with my brother? Like, why are you here? And so then at one point, because Lawson has one sister and then two other brothers. And so the other brother, I think he's the youngest of the brothers. What was his name? Emerson, I believe. Like he finally pop in because he be going all over the world. He don't really be like partaking in the family things or whatever. When he meets quote unquote Zara, who is really Zarinah, he's like, "Have we met before? Like you look real familiar." And Zarinah has never met him, so when she sees him, she's like, "No, not at all." But later on down the line, Emerson tells him like, I think I met your girl before. Like I actually think I slept with your girl before. And so Lawson is pissed. So when he goes to Zarinah, he's like, have you met my brother? And he thinks that and she's like, I have never met that man a day in my life. I do not know him, which is true as Zarinah, but as Zara did meet Emerson. Zara did sleep with Emerson, trying to get in with him, but Zarinah didn't know that. And so she's getting text messages from Zara, like, I'm going to be coming home or soon. Because she was only supposed to be gone a week. She extended that trip to like a month. And she's like, I'm ready to come home now. Like, I'm ready to switch. Because she also finds out who Lawson is. And she's like, I'm ready to get back in my spot. And so Zarinah tells her, no, like, I built this bond with him. He loves me. And Zara has to tell her, no, sweetie, he actually loves me. Like, he thinks you're me. And Zarinah, while I agreed, I also feel like she was fooling herself because she's like, no, in name only. Like, he's going to know the difference if you try to come back and claim your spot. He fell in love with me. The talks that we've had, the things that we've done, the experiences that we have shared, that's on me. Like, you're not going to be able to come back and pretend to be me because you ain't got the heart that I got. You don't do the things that I do. You don't even see the world the way that I do for him to even believe that this is a like you the same person or whatever. So Zara is like, oh really? She's like, well, I want to switch anyway. And Zarinah, she's like, no, I'm not doing it. So when she comes, like Zara comes home, uh, what was it? No, before she came home, sorry. Zarinah goes to her parents. Now her parents, They're a lovely couple. And all they ever wanted was just for both of their kids to be happy. But Zarinah tells her parents the secret that Zara was holding over her. So some years back, Zarinah was dating this guy. He was like a bad boy. Um, and he stole some money from some people. Now he gave the bag to her to hold while he left. And so the people who he stole from came to their house one night where the dad was there by himself, looking for the bag, looking for the money. Now the dad thought it was just a break in, so he was trying to defend himself in his house. And they shot him. Now that shot led to the dad being paralyzed. So all these years, Zarinah didn't say anything, but feeling like Zara, like, this is my twin, this is my sister. I can tell her she told her that secret. And so Zara has kept her secret this whole time until she wanted something from her, and she basically used it against her, like, you gonna do this or I'ma tell them. So before Zara came home, she told her own business. She's like, I told it, you can't tell on me, I'm good. And so when Zara does come home, she's like, what you gonna do now? Because I done told them already, and I'm still not giving you my man. So what you gonna do? And so she tries to like push her out, and Lawson shows up because he was trying to get her to, come to his house, and she's like, nah, not tonight. I don't feel good. And with Zara like saying she was coming back before that, Zarinah, like she was feeling bad, feeling like, once he finds out, he's not going to want to be with me anymore. And so she was slowly trying to pull away. And of course, because they're so in tune with each other, Lawson was starting to feel that. So he comes over, to check on her. And Zara, being a little petty bitch that she is, she's banging on the door like, sis, open the door. And the only thing she ever told Lawson was that she had an older sister. And so when she opens the door and Lawson sees him, like, you never told me you had a twin sister, an identical twin sister at that. And so Zara is the one to basically spill the beans, like, oh, I'm Zara, she's Zarinah. And of course, he immediately feels like, y'all tricked me. What was this? A ploy to get my money? And Zarinah's like, no, it was nothing like that. Like, please, no, 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 no. It was never that way. Like, please don't think that. But he like, man, now I feel like I can't trust you. And that was one of the main things he told her, like, in his past relationships, trust is a big deal for me. Like, I cannot have a relationship that's not built on trust. And so, of course, it's like, girl, you done destroyed this man's trust. So he leaves. How could I forget? He proposed to her. And so that was another thing that really pissed Zara off when she saw that ring on her finger. She's like, that's my ring. And it's like, girl, no, it's not. Because if you would have stayed and you would have went on that date with him, y'all probably would have went on that one date and it would have been over. Um, but she's happy that she also messed it up for Zarinah, and she leaves like basically la di da, like I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and she leaves. So what is it, like a couple days later, or even that same night? Anyway, Zarinah goes over to their parents' house. And when she sees that Zara is there, she jumps on, she whoops Zara ass. She's like, bitch, you ruined everything. You had to mess this up for me. When, you got Kobe, you got other niggas that you messing with. Why did you have to ruin this for me? And so then the mama pulled him apart, like, y'all sisters, y'all shouldn't be doing this. And Zarinah, like, I don't want to see her ever again. Like, I don't even care, but I'm good on her. And I forgot when Zarinah told the dad, like, basically he forgave her right then and there. He's like, you my daughter, I love you. I've come to the realization that I'm stuck in this chair, in the wheelchair. He was like, I've made my peace with it. You still my baby. Like, basically they really like just kind of smoothed over it. And I was like, I don't know. Cause I seen a few people have the idea. It's just like, as a parent, could you just like get over that quickly? Like, are you? are the reason that your daddy is paralyzed. And just to, and I don't know if it's like correct to say you just smiling in this man's face, knowing you the reason, but you basically did just go on with your life and pretend like everything was fine without telling your daddy that, basically this is your fault. And you basically just got to cry your way out of it and let that be that. Like, I know she harbored feeling guilty about it, but still, it's kind of like, girl, you really got away scot free in this situation. And because what the daddy asked her, like, did you know they was gonna do that? Did you know, like, was you a part of the stealing of them? And she's like, no, like, really, he just gave me this bag, told me to hold it, and that was it. And the daddy was like, okay, so that's not your fault. I'm like, nah, that I'm also not a parent, so I don't know. Insert the Drewski meme where he holding his hands up like, I don't know. Because I don't know. I feel like we should have focused on that just a little bit longer because we just smoothed right on over that. But this book ain't about that. So, of course, Zarinah, she's depressed now. She's like, I want my man. And he not, of course, not taking her calls, nothing like that. She done called off work. She's stuck in the bed. She got the blues. I want my man back. I want my man back blues. And so her two friends who, been there with her every step of the way come over like, nah, baby, we ain't doing this no more. Come on, get out the bed, give him some time. And after some time, you come back, call him, see how it goes. So she agrees, but it just don't feel the same. And she goes to talk to him, but he don't want to talk to her. He's like, girl, can you please leave me alone? But he doesn't fully end the relationship. Like, the engagement isn't over. But he's like, I need some time away from you. You cannot pressure me into talking to you about this. Please. So she agrees. So she's been throwing up thinking it's just her feeling worried about the status of her relationship. And so her friends come over again, like, girl, take this pregnancy test. No, 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 no. I take that back. She was home alone and she took a pregnancy test. So then she calls Lawson like on the phone, but of course he's not answering. But she gets in the car and, calling him and left him a voicemail like, I'm on the way to the penthouse. And if you're not at the penthouse, I'm on the way to your house. Because he has like a penthouse in the casino hotel that he opened. And then it's like his main house that she loves. So she's like, if you're not here, I'm on my way there because we need to talk about something important. But she gets into a car accident. But he wasn't at home anyway. But when he because he was on a trip, a part of some like tournament. And so when he gets back home, he listens to the voicemail and he could hear her scream and then hear the like crunch of the two cars colliding with each other. So, he rushes to the hospital. Oh, and Zarinah mom also calls him and leaves him a voicemail like, we at this hospital, this happened, whoop de whoop. So he gets there and he's there with her every day until she gets to go home. And he tells her, like, I done hired a nurse, come stay with me because you shouldn't be staying by yourself. And then she was like, no, I can go to my parents' house. He's like, no, come with me. And at first she was hesitant because it's just like the status of their relationship is still undetermined. He like, we're not worried about that right now. Don't even worry about it. I just want you at the house with me. Um, and so he gives her his bedroom while no, I think he's sleeping upstairs because his like main bedroom is on the bottom floor. So he's like, you could take this room and I'll just grab another one. And she's feeling bad because she's like, not the reason, but while she's there, like, he don't talk to her. He won't really say nothing to her. And it's just like, basically, you got the nurse here. That's all you need. Boom, bow, whatever. And so she's getting better. She has a conversation with his mom because his mom shows up and it's just like, I'm not coming here to interfere. I can see that you really love my son and I can tell that you feel bad because the mom had to talk with him like, Do you know the reason why she lied? Do you feel like it was justified? Do you believe her? Are you still gonna be with her? So basically the answer is yes, he gonna stick beside her, but he just needs a little more time. And so one night he's coming to check on her in the room, and he hears crying because she done fell on the floor trying to be Miss Independent. Like, I'm tired of everybody babying me. I want to do some shit on my own. And the first time she tries, she falls on the floor trying to go to the bathroom. So he helps her to the bathroom. She asks him to stay with her. And they finally have the conversation of, I never did this to hurt you. This is what happened back in the day. And it's just like, whoop de whoop, she held this over my head. And I felt like I had to. But everything about our relationship and, everything that we did, that was real. None of it was fake. I didn't try to do this for your money. None of that. I love you. We're going to have a baby. Whoop de whoop. And when he heard the baby part, but it's like they did not use protection, like not once. They got them lab results, like you clean, I'm clean. Oh baby, we in there. Like, basically that's it. And so, it's a happily ever after. Everything worked out in the end. But it was just like, whoop. Shame on that girl. You did that. You put your foot in this, girl. I loved it. I can't wait to see what she come out with next. All right, my beautiful people, that is all I got. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you back for the next episode. Peace and blessings, my beautiful people. Sorry, I forgot to mention Zara's little wrap up. So actually, Zara ended up going to jail because she was out here swiping people credit cards without permission. So it's like in the end, she got her karma anyway. And the mama was trying to get them to like resolve their issues, but Zarinah was like, "Mama, no." She has always been like a little evil. And the fact that she used this against me anyway, and she was the reason for my relationship breaking up for a little while. No. Like, in the end, I think when Zara was in jail, Zarinah went to go visit her, and Zara basically asked her for forgiveness. And it's basically like, while I'm sitting down doing this time, I would like to grow our relationship again. And Zarinah basically told her, like, girl, I wish you the best, but I no longer have a sister. So good luck. And that was it. I forgot to add that part. But yeah. Okay, so for real, bye this time.